welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing my favorite eye brushes. I have all of them right here. I do have a lot to go through. If you guys missed the first part of this kind of like double video, two-part video, I talked about my favorite face brushes. I will of course link that below in the description box and above in the card. If you guys missed that, go check it out. I talk about all of my favorite powder brushes, foundation brushes, blush, bronzer, contour, everything. All the brushes, of course, are cruelty-free that I will be mentioning today, and they're also all very affordable. I didn't really intend it to be that way, but a majority of these you can buy individually, but there are quite a few in here that unfortunately you have to buy like as part of a set. But they're still my favorites. They're my holy grails as of right now. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Alright, first up I'm going to talk about my favorite eye blending brushes. So these are to lay down a transition color. This is mainly for blending into the crease. So layering, blending, these are my favorites. Alright, so the first one here is the biggest, kind of fluffiest brush that I own for eyeshadow, and this is from BH Cosmetics. You guys know how much I love their brushes. This unfortunately comes in a set. So this comes in the Study Couture brush set, and I absolutely love this. It is really beat up. I have used her so much, and I'm really impressed with the quality. I wish they would sell these individually because I need like 5 of these. It is very large. Like, you see how big my eyes are. This is a really big brush, but I really love this for just an all-over crease color, so laying down a transition color. It's super soft. It blends shadow out so beautifully. It's really gentle on the eyelids as well. I just love this brush so much. I love this so much that the writing has come off, so of course you guys check out the description box. I will have the numbers and like all the information on all of these brushes because I can't remember what number it is. Alright, these two brushes here are slightly smaller than the Study Couture one. I'll just kind of like hold them up. So you see these are a little bit more tapered. They're definitely a lot smaller blending brushes. So this one here is from BH Cosmetics as well. You're going to see a lot of BH Cosmetics, a lot of drugstore brands. This is the Pro No. 5 brush. I absolutely love this line of brushes because it has this soft rubberized handle. This is of course synthetic bristles, and this is just one of my favorite blending brushes. This one is a little bit, I don't know how to describe it. It's slightly more dense, so I feel like this really can pack on the color, but it's really great again for the crease and just blending out any sort of transition color. I also like using this to kind of fade out any harsh lines. So like halfway through an eye look, I'll go through and kind of just blend out the edges with this brush. Really love this one. I love it so much that I actually bought, I think, 2 more. And it's really affordable. I think this is like under $5. The next brush here is from LA Girl Cosmetics. I had no idea that LA Girl Cosmetics came out with brushes. They are all synthetic. I believe you can only buy them individually, so you can buy this on its own. This is the 202 blending brush. This is so nice. I had no idea what to expect with this brush. It's perfect. It's super soft. It's not too flimsy. It has a nice thickness to it. It really just blends out shadows so beautifully. I love this brush for, again, blending product out in the crease. It really diffuses color, blends like a dream. I definitely want to get a couple more of these. Really love this brush. It's my new favorite. Alright, the next 2 brushes, we're kind of going like from biggest to smallest. So this is kind of like a medium-sized blending brush. And this one right here, again, another one from BH Cosmetics. Now this one I wanted to throw in here because you probably, again, have seen me use this a lot. But I've sort of replaced it with this one because I can't for the life of me find this anywhere. This is from the Rite Aid Renewal brand, and it is synthetic. I made sure to check before I purchased. And this is just one of their eye blending brushes, and I love this brush. I can't find it anywhere though. It's driving me insane because it's one of the best, really good quality blending brushes I've ever tried. This one you can buy, I think, as a individual brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. This is part of their vegan brush line. This is the V5 blending brush. And this one is really nice because it's a little bit on the thin side. it goes straight up and kind of like rounds out at the top. So this is really great for kind of like detailed work, again, for like softening the crease. Again, another great blending brush. Alright, the next two brushes here again are much smaller, so we're going to like the really tiny blending brushes, and I really love these for instance, when I pack on a darker color on the outer V and then use this to slowly blend that color out. I want something small enough to work in that very tiny area, and it's also, again, something you can use on the lower lash line to really blur and buff out that color. So this is the e.l.f. crease brush. Now e.l.f. does have a lot of like newer brushes that are coming out, but this has just been my favorite for years. I love this brush because it's so itty bitty tiny, it's fluffy, it's soft, it does a really good job of blending, and I love this for really blending out a dark color on the outer V. It's just perfect for that purpose. I have like 5 of these. It's one of my favorite brushes ever. And then this one is from BH Cosmetics, again from the Study Couture set. Again, the writing has completely come off on this one, but again, it's the perfect little brush to blend out any dark color in the outer V, or you can really like cut the crease with this as well. But I do like the e.l.f. one, I think, better just because it's softer, it's more fluffier, it's not as dense as this one, so I can easily blend out that outer V. So these are really fantastic brushes. Okay, so these two little guys here are my new favorite. This is something new to my brush collection, and these are from Crown Brushes. This is the SS012 Deluxe Crease Brush, and again, kind of like that e.l.f. brush, this is very small, very tapered blending brush, and this is really great. You, again, have probably seen me use both of these in tutorials. This one I like to use for the lower lash line. It blends out eyeshadow really, really nicely, and again, that outer V area as well, or even the crease, it works really great. And then this one is the SS021 Deluxe Blending Fluff Brush. That is a mouthful. That is a long name for a brush, but this one is more tapered. It's kind of flat on one side and then kind of like rounded at the top. This one again is really nice for going into the crease, so if I want to darken the crease area up, this one just works so nicely and it blends so beautifully. And again, these are really affordable brushes and they are synthetic, but these two I've been obsessed with. Alright, so moving on to some eyeshadow like packing brushes. So if I want to pack an eyeshadow all over my lid, I will kind of switch back and forth between these ones. This one here I actually like to use to set my eyeshadow primer. I don't usually show that step because I always like to do my base makeup first, and then if I'm doing a tutorial, like an eyeshadow tutorial, I'll go ahead and start doing like the blending part. But this is awesome. It's humongous. This is from BH Cosmetics. This is from the Pop Art brush set. Unfortunately, you can't buy this individually, so you have to buy it with the set, but I love the Pop Art brush set from BH. It's really, really good quality. I love how big it is. It's super soft and fluffy. It's like a ginormous eyeshadow brush. I absolutely love this one. So this one is awesome for setting. So these two brushes I love for packing shadow on the lid. I used this one today actually. Well, I used a dirty one. This one's clean, but this is the e.l.f. Cosmetics eyeshadow C brush. This is an old favorite. I've had this brush. I have so many of these just lying around, and it's one of the best eyeshadow brushes. It's really nice and dense. Another one I like to use as well, although this one is much larger. This is from Flower Beauty Cosmetics, and they actually do sell brushes. This is one of my favorite sort of packing brushes. This is also good for blending as well. I also use this to set my eyeshadow primer before I go in with color eyeshadows. So this again makes another great packing eyeshadow brush. Ulta now is starting to sell Flower Beauty, which is really awesome, and of course Walmart. Alright, so let's talk about some flat shader brushes. I don't know the exact, like, the correct term, but these are just really flat packing brushes. You can use them for multiple different purposes. You can use them for concealer, especially a lot of these like larger flat brushes. Sometimes I will use these to apply my eyeshadow primer, or pack on a cream shadow, or pack on glitter. So these are really great for like pigments and whatnot. So these ones here are all from the AOA Studio line from shopmissa.com, and I have these in many different sizes. So this is part of the Essential eye brush set. I have all, I think it's like 24 or 25 pieces. So here they are. They come in many different sizes. So like this large one here, this is the E121. It's a very, very large flat shader brush. I like to use this one to apply my eyeshadow base or eyeshadow primer. I switch back and forth between a lot of these brushes, but this one again I like as well. It's the E122, and this is the smallest one. And again, they're all sort of the same style of brush, just one is smaller than the other. And this one again, great for really detailed work. If I'm using like a cream shadow, I'll use something like this, or concealer if you're doing like a cut crease, it works really great. So I love these kind of like flat brushes. You can use them in so many different ways, so definitely a must-have when you're doing any sort of like fun eyeshadow look. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about these two. These are from BH Cosmetics, and this comes from the Eye Smoky set. This is the number 4, and I love this one. It is synthetic, even though it looks like it could be like sable or squirrel. Again, this is a really great brush just to pack on cream products, on glitter. If I'm using like those liquid shadows, this works awesome for like applying that sort of product all over the eyelid. So this one again is really great. And then this one I really love. It's been my go-to for smudging out, whether it's like a cream shadow on the lower lash line, or if I'm doing like a soft smoky eyeliner, I'll just take a gel pencil, line my upper lash line, and then take this pencil or take this smudger brush and just really smudge it out, and it gives it a really nice smoky effect. So I really love this one. This is the number 5, and I believe this is called the smudge brush. Alright, so moving on, I have these two brushes here that are humongous. They are really, really big. These are again from the AOA Studio line. This is from the High Def brush set. It's the white set. These are so amazing. So this one right here is hands down my new favorite bottom lash line eyeshadow brush. You guys, I love this thing so much. I used this in a recent Get Ready With Me. I've used it a lot. You guys have probably seen it in a lot of videos. So this is the E1110, and now this is a huge flat kind of, I guess, shader brush. I forget what this is, the exact name of this one. Again, I will have all the brushes listed below. I love this because number 1, it picks up the perfect amount of shadow. It really packs on color, like whoa. And I love how I can quickly just buff up the shadow, and because of the flat shape and how large it is, I feel like I can get done a lot faster on the lower lash line, and I love to really smoke it out, blur it out, and this just does such an amazing job. I need like 5 of these, no joke. This is my new favorite eyeshadow brush lately. And then this brush, which is the E109, this is a very soft, fluffy, angled brush. Again, this is really, really huge, but I love using this to highlight the brow bone. I don't know what it is about these huge angled brushes that I absolutely love just to highlight that area. And I know it's really big, like it's a really big brush, but I feel like, again, I can just sweep a couple times and I'm done. Another amazing brush, and also a great contour brush as well for the nose. So this one is really great, and I really like her. Alright, I only have 2 pencil brush favorites because I'm really, really picky when it comes to pencil brushes. Sometimes they're too long, they're too big, they're too pointy, they end up poking your eye, which I really, really don't like. So these 2 are definitely my favorites. So the first one here is from e.l.f. It's the contour brush. $3, you guys. One of my favorites. Again, really great brush. I love this for the lower lash line. So applying like a transition color or layering up the colors. I just really love how this blends perfectly, and it's the perfect size for my eye shape as well. So again, really love this brush. It's not too dense and it's not too flimsy. It's really, really nice. And then this one is the E124 small pencil brush. This is called a pencil brush. Perfect size. It's not too long. It's not too pointy. This one has some eyeshadow on it, but again, it's just the perfect pencil brush. Fits perfectly right in here to highlight, and also you could use this again on the lower lash line as well. Obsessed. Love this one. This wouldn't be my favorite eyeshadow brush video without mentioning the E115. So this is just a flat shadow brush. I guess you could call it a liner brush. And it's really cut nice and harsh and flat at the top. I love this for so many different reasons. It's not too thin, it's not too thick, it's not too long, it's not too short. It's just perfect. I love this for, again, the lower lash line to really add dark color close to the lashes. It's perfect for smoking that out and being very precise. I also have used this for concealer to kind of clean up the bottom of my eyebrows. I don't always do that step, but if I do use concealer around that area, I will reach for this brush as well. So this is just an all-around amazing brush. Alright, so if I'm going to use a lip brush, or if I need a brush to do more of a detailed look, whether it's using maybe a little concealer to fix maybe some eyeliner that I messed up on, I will reach for these two brushes. But this is one of my favorite, it's one of my favorite brushes ever. It's the Real Techniques Detailer brush. This little guy is phenomenal. You can use this with concealer. I also like using this as a lip brush. It makes a fantastic lip brush. I also love this for highlighting the inner corner. You probably have seen me use it that way a few times as well. But again, the aHHH Studio brushes, this is the F18. I believe this is called their lip brush. And again, I will use this for a lip liner brush or for cleaning up or any sort of detail work. So you can see it's a lot smaller. This one isn't as like wide as the detailer brush. These are just really great to have in your collection. Alright guys, we have come to the end of this video, and last but not least, I had to mention my favorite eyebrow brushes. The first one here is from BH Cosmetics. This is my new holy grail favorite eyebrow duo brush. This is from the Pro line, and this is the number 13. The brush here is so precise and sharp. Just the angle of this brush is so beautiful. I did use it today because I can't go a day now without using this. I actually love this more than the e.l.f. eyebrow duo brush. This was my favorite for a really long time until I purchased this one. You guys know I hate doing brows. So this is just absolutely perfect. So yes, these are my favorite for my brows. Alright guys, so that is it. That is all of my favorite eye brushes and also brow brushes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was really long, but if you did enjoy, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out the description box. I will list all of the brushes down below, so definitely check that out. And of course, if you missed my first video talking about all of my favorite face brushes, go give that a watch as well. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, girlfriends. It's completely free, and I post videos on every Tuesday, Friday, and sometimes on Sundays. I will see you all in the next video, and remember, smarter beauty is better beauty. Bye guys.